everybody. Welcome to another live edition of So You Want to Lead a Party? I'm Nate.
I'm Ragan.
Thanks for checking us out. Thanks for subscribing, liking, leaving comments. Who we making this week, Ragan?
Uh,
One of your favorites, I'm told.
oh my gosh, this guy. Uh, I know that we've done other politicians, Lauren Boebert, Marjorie Taylor Greene. I know that we've done them, and this guy ticks me off so much. It's Josh Hawley. I
Missouri Senator Joshua Hawley. Yes.
Oh my gosh. Just the most recent thing that he's done where he's talking about giving parents money. So like if you're a couple, you get 12,000. If you're a single parent, you get 6,000 because they want to encourage people to have families. And it's like, okay, if you really, 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 truly want to encourage people to have families, first off, you need to raise the minimum wage. Flat out, period, to the motherfucking point. Okay?
Yep.
Because if you raise the minimum wage, and this is the part that they're ticked off about and scared about, no, not everybody is going to stay at $15 an hour. Some of you with degrees, with specialized careers, who are making $15, $22 an hour, you are making what is today's minimum wage. You should be making more. It's going... And then this whole thing of, why would I pay the person flipping my burger $15? Well, you know what? During 2020, you were calling that person flipping your hamburger your best friend, and you loved them, and you were giving them tips. But now, you don't... Shut up. Okay? Flipping a hamburger for a bunch of dickheads is very complicated and difficult because it takes everything you have not to take that hot metal spatula you got in your hand and slap you across the face as you sit there and go, well, I used to do this, and back in my day, it used to be, God. That's number one, increase minimum wage. Number two, how about if we made it possible for everybody who wanted to go to college to be able to go to college without having to go so deep in debt that they're spending a huge chunk of their salary to pay that off, or they can't afford to get a home or a place where they could put a roof over their children's heads. How about that? How about the fact that both parents, male, female, whatever, have to go through hoops just to take time off to spend with their child so that they can bond with their child so that they can continue this family? How about giving people time off to take care of their kids? How about giving people more time to spend with their families? But you want to give everybody 6,000 or 12,000 if they're a couple to have a kid, when having a kid costs a heck of a lot more than 6,000 or 12,000 a year. How about making it so that people are able to adopt, regardless of what gender or sex their partner may be? How about making it so that you don't have to basically put your baby in hock to have your baby in a hospital? So yeah, we're doing a live build of Josh Hawley. Everybody.
Cool. Get psyched, everybody. Welcome to Policy Talk.
Oh my God, I hate that guy so much.
He sucks. Let's make him.
So all right, here's it is.
What a piece of shit.
Oh my gosh! Even look at that. It's like it's difficult for me to smile. I'm a douchebag, everybody.
He's got big Patrick Bateman energy.
Oh my
I was just gonna
gosh!
say.
Thanos would have been a better politician than this jackass.
You like Huey
Thanos
Lewis in
at
the
least was
news?
trying to come up with solutions.
Hmm.
And if you think about it, okay, not that I'm saying half the population has to go, but if you think about it, Thanos did it in such a way you did not feel physical pain. I'm sorry. When I die, I don't want to have physical pain. And
You just blow away.
yes. Okay, so let's choose a race for this jackass.
All right.
I would
Let's
also
scroll
like to
down.
remind you that I also have Bugbear, Fireball, Goblin.
Furbolg. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. An Orc, Hobgoblin, Kobold, Lizard Folk, Orc, Shifter. Oh, he's a shifty little so-and-so.
The Dolgan Warforged Yuan-Ti. He's a snake person. Let's make him a Yuan-Ti pureblood.
Okay.
Because he is a snake at the heart of our republic.
But look at, they have a +2 charisma. He is not, well, he is charismatic for his people, but also at the same time, he's a lying sack of shit. So,
Do you want to make a bad build?
No. We'll go for it.
They are typically evil.
I hate him so much. I don't hate him because for me to hate him, I dislike him very much because here's why I dislike him so much. It would be one thing if he was doing all of this because he honestly and truly believed that what he was doing was for the good of the entire country, but he is not. He is an actor on the world stage, and he is hurting people.
He is.
Just flat out. Even the people that voted for him, he is hurting them. I have never seen so many people who talk about that they're here to help the country or for the good of the people who voted for them, doing things that are completely against what is in their best interest. Okay, I'm done. I'm back. Here we go.
Okay.
So it looks like with this, they get the +2 for charisma, +1 for intelligence. They have about the same lifespan as humans. They're devoid of emotion and see others as tools to manipulate. They care little for law or chaos and are typically neutral evil. All right, good choice.
What I'm
good
saying.
choice. Good choice. Neutral evil. Match humans in average size and weight. So, okay. Speed, 30 feet. Dark vision. Okay. Innate spellcasting. You know the poison spray cantrip. You can cast animal friendship an unlimited number of times, but you can target only snakes with it. Starting at 3rd level, you can also cast suggestion. Once you cast it, you cannot do it again until you finish a long rest. Okay. Magic resistance. You have advantage on saving throws. Nice. Poison immunity and languages. You can speak, read, and write Common, Abysmal, and Draconic. All right. Let's go to class.
With a +2 charisma, he can be like an evil sorcerer, an evil warlock, an evil paladin, an evil bard. But it should be charisma based,
Yes.
I would think.
Yes, it will have to be charisma based. Paladin, he seems to have made an oath to the altar of a man who did not tell the truth about a worldwide pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Part of the reason why that we are still kind of in the middle of this crap.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Oops. If I had to choose here, I'm not really sure. We've kind of temporarily have lost Nate, but Nate will be back in a moment, I'm sure. He hate the guy so much, not Nate, the other guy. Okay. All right, Nate's back.
Sorry about that. The dog got sick.
Oh, poor baby.
He probably just ate something he shouldn't have.
Okay, do you need to take a moment?
No. He re-ate most of it before I could catch him.
Okay.
Dogs are gross.
Also,
come here.
He might have done that because we're doing a build on.
Yeah, Josh Hawley made my dog vomit.
Oh man. Okay, so Warlock would go with that race, definitely. Paladin for sure. I really don't see him as a bard.
There's a kind of warlock called the Great Old One warlock that makes a pact with something like eldritch and unknowable, like something from the far realms, like the Cthulhu stuff.
Okay.
So if Trump is like the galaxy brain of the Republican Party, the Great Old One warlock seems like it could be an appropriate choice.
All right. What level do you want to make this jackass at?
Ugh.
Oh crap! I don't think we're supposed to use profanity. Okay, I have to stop using profanity. I'm sorry.
Jackass is a donkey. You called him a donkey.
Donkey.
Donkey. You called him a donkey.
Donkey. That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
12. He's been a state legislator for a little bit.
All right, we'll make him 12. Okay, proficiencies. He gets to choose 2 Warlock skills. So your choices are Arcana, Deception, History, Intimidation, Investigation, Nature, and Religion.
I'm going to say Deception should be one of them.
Oh, for sure. Intimidation or Religion?
Considering he prides himself on being a good Christian boy,
No.
Religion seems appropriate.
Also, if you are a good Christian, you think about what's best for everyone and try to take care of everyone. But,
That's what I've heard.
That's just me. Okay. Otherworldly Patron. So, the Archfey, Celestial, Fathomless, Fiend, Genie, Great Old One, which you mentioned, Hexblade, the Undying.
Let's do Great Old One, because it's kind of gross.
It is
and he's
very gross. So gross. Okay. Eldritch Invocations. Oh my gosh. So
Yeah.
many levels. All right. Oh my gosh. So many
There are a lot of
choices. It's so many choices.
Agonizing Blast is good because you get Eldritch Blast, and then with Agonizing Blast, you can add your Charisma modifier to your damage.
Okay, so
Nearly every Warlock takes it.
okay, so you want Agonizing Blast and what was the other one?
Maybe Fiendish Vigor.
Fiendish Vigor. Okay.
Um,
Four more.
if he had a, I feel like he would be Pact of the Tome or Pact of the Chain. Let's do Gift of the Ever Living Ones.
Okay, let's see if I have that. I have Gift of the Depths.
Maybe not. We need to pick a. That becomes available when we pick a pact. I'm playing a Warlock right now, so like
Okay.
I'm partial to yeah. What are the options again?
Okay, there are quite a few. So here I go. Armor of Shadows, Ascendant Step, Beast Speech, Beguiling Influence, Bewitching Whispers, Cloak of Flies, Devil Sight, that sounds good, Dreadful Word, Eldritch Mind, Eldritch Sight, Eldritch Spear, Eyes of the Rune Keeper, Gaze of Two Minds, Ghostly Gaze, Gift of the Depth, Grasp of Hadar, Lance of Lethargy, Maddening Hex, Mask of Many Faces, Minions of Chaos, Mire of the Mind, Misty Visions, One with Shadows, yes, Otherworldly Leap, Relentless Hex, Repelling Blast, Sculptor of Flesh, Sign of Ill Omen, yes, Thief of Five Fates, yeah, Tomb of Levistus, Trickster's Escape, Undying Servitude, Whispers of the Grave.
Sculptor of Flesh is Polymorph, which is a cool spell.
Okay.
Devil's Sight is very cool.
Yes.
Maddening Hex.
Yep.
Um,
And one more. Mask of Many Faces.
Mask of Many Faces. Let's do it.
Sign of Ill Omen, Thief of Five Fates. One with Shadows.
One with Shadows.
Mire the Mind.
One with Shadows. At Will Invisibility. Cool.
Okay.
Let's do it. One with Shadows.
Right. Okay. So, Pact Boon. Choose an option. Pact of the Blade, Pact of the Chain, Pact of the Talisman, Pact of the Tome.
I'm going to say Pact of the Tome.
Okay.
Because he's a legal mind. And he's got a Book of Shadows, basically.
All right. Well, with this one, let me change back so that everybody can see a lot better now. We get to choose 3 spells.
I can't see those options. That's very strange.
Basically, these spells. So it's things like Word of Radiance, Vicious Mockery, Thunderclap. So it looks like it's the cantrips.
It's
Prestidigitation,
cantrip.
Mage Hand,
Um,
Guidance, Frostbite, Acid Splash. So it's like choose 3 cantrips.
cool. Let's do prestidigitation. Or actually, vicious mockery.
Vicious Mockery, not a problem.
Vicious mockery is a good bard one.
Vicious Mockery, Vicious Mockery.
Yeah. Doctor.
Doctor, Doctor, Doctor.
Um, we've got.
You know what? He ticks me off more than the Saturday Night Live lineup.
Yeah.
I'm just yelling at a lot of people right now. And what makes this worse is that I chose this guy.
You sure did.
I did. I didn't think I would dislike him this much, but yeah, okay, cantrip.
Mind sliver? Is that an option?
Yes, it is.
Let's pick it.
Okay. Let's see what else. What is infestation?
Infestation. I don't like it very much.
Okay. Shocking
It's
grasp.
shocking grasp was pretty good.
And they also have the other one that I like, sword burst.
Sword burst is a good sort of. It's good for melee users. Right. Oh,
What
we
are
have
you
Toll
thinking?
the. Do we have Toll the Dead?
Oh yeah, we definitely have that. Yeah. There was a question I was supposed to ask you, and I keep forgetting to ask you. The saving throws.
Mm-hmm.
For like your wizard or whoever.
Yeah.
So I noticed that like my saving throws for Angela Merkel were 17. How is that calculated?
Sure. So your saving throws meaning.
So what the other person has to throw in order to not get hit with whatever spell you have.
Yes. That is the. I forget what it stands for, but difficulty. The difficulty rating. So how is it calculated? It's 8 plus spellcasting modifier plus proficiency.
Okay.
So at level 16, I think your proficiency bonus is +5. So if your intelligence is at 5, so that's 10. Unless it
So
was at
actually
+4.
mine was 17, so my intelligence was not maxed out, but my constitution was. So it was a
Okay.
17, but that as I'm adding it up in my head, the 8 plus 5 is 13 plus 4, that's 17. So that explains it. So now I know. Now I feel smarter. Yay, thank you. Okay. So we got those. Now, okay, we're up against the ability scores and the Mystic Arcanum. So we have to
Cool.
decide, do we want to roll his ability scores or do we just want to do the point buy or the standard?
Do you want a good build,
Yeah,
or
let's
are you
make it a
just
good
angry?
build. Let's
Okay.
make it a good one. So are we doing point buy or standard?
Let's do point buy.
Okay. All right. So if we're doing point buy, let's take a look at this. All right, so charisma is already going to be a +2.
Yes.
And so if we then add a 15 to that, that's going to automatically get him to 17. And we only have to hit those ability scores for charisma 3 more times to max him out.
Mm-hmm.
Which
And
we should be able to do.
He gets ASIs or ability score improvements at 4, 8, and 12.
Right. Okay, so what do you want to hit next?
All of charisma is at, because he doesn't have any armor really.
No.
I mean, just like light armor, I guess, like studded leather. So he'll need charisma, constitution, and dexterity.
Okay, so if we hit constitution at 14 and then dexterity at 13.
At 14? 13?
Oh, at 14? We can do that. We can do 14.
And
Okay,
then
so we
charisma
have
at
4
15.
points left.
Let's do int and whiz and just keep strength low.
Okay, so I can move intelligence and wisdom up to 10. And then there we go. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so going back to his class, we get 3 ability score changes. So we said first we're going to max out his charisma. So that, and then one more for charisma. What do you want to max out next? Constitution or dexterity?
Hit points are important, but dexterity also helps with AC.
Right.
So, it's kind of charisma. Tough call.
Yeah, I know. Because, all right, we want him, yeah. I say we go for Constitution. Get those hit points up as much as possible.
Cool.
Because I see him getting slapped around quite a few times. All right.
Because he's a weaselly piece of shit.
No, I'm talking about the D&D character. We get into a lot of fights.
Yeah, that's true.
We need to choose Mystic Arcanum.
Yeah. That's because Warlock spells only go up to level 5.
Okay.
So I guess we can pick a 6th level spell? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want me to tell you what they are?
Yeah.
Okay, so Arcane Gate, Circle of Death, Conjure Fey, Create Undead, Eye Bite, Flesh to Stone, Investiture of Flame, Investiture of Ice, Investiture of Stone, Investiture of Wind, Mass Suggestion, Mental Prison, Scatter, Soul Cage, Summon Fiend, Tasha's Otherworldly Guise, and True Sane.
Eyebite is useful for like putting crowds to sleep. Mass Suggestion is probably really good thematically, considering he's allegedly part of a giant criminal conspiracy to overthrow the fucking government.
Allegedly.
Mass Suggestion, please.
Mass Suggestion. I really think we're going to get in trouble for this episode.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. All right, let's hit Constitution again.
I'm not accusing him of anything.
No, nobody's accusing him of anything, but I was using a lot of profanity.
Yeah. I just dropped an F-bomb. That's true.
Yeah.
Grown-ups talk like grown-ups, turns out.
Yeah. We're not happy right now. Okay, background.
He sucks.
I know so much.
He's a lawyer. He loves arguing, and he's a professional victim.
Yes, very much so. This whole thing about everybody's trying to cancel me. Calm down. I'm so sick and tired of people misinterpreting what cancel culture is. Cancel culture does exist, but what's happening to him is that he's being called out for things that he has actually done. Personal responsibility. Look it up, people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Background. Okay. As an attorney,
Or a criminal, allegedly.
Okay. If we're looking at that, you can call him in the D&D world an urban bounty hunter. He could be an inheritor, a haunted one, faction agent, criminal spy, or charlatan, or city watch investigator.
Huh.
Yeah. Maybe acolyte.
Acolyte of whom?
You know whom.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Acolyte.
Acolyte. Okay. Yeah. So angry. Okay, skill proficiency.
He's got insight and something else.
Yeah.
What are the options?
So acrobatics, animal handling, arcana, athletics, history, intimidation, investigation, medicine, nature, perception, performance, persuasion, sleight of hand, stealth, survival.
Probably persuasion, because he's charisma based.
Yes, he is. Okay, and languages. He already speaks Draconic, Common, Abyssal. For this one, I always go Giant and Orc.
Cool.
Because those are the ones we normally come up against. All right, suggested characteristics. Let's have fun, everybody. I idolize a particular hero of my faith and constantly refer to that person's deeds. An example? Yes. Let's see. I quote or misquote sacred texts. I am tolerant or intolerant of other faiths and respect or condemn the worshiper of other gods. Yes. I've spent so long in the temple that I have little practical experience dealing with people in the outside world.
He doesn't know how real people live.
Yes. How much could a gallon of milk cost? $100? Yeah, he's definitely that person. Okay, ideals. The ancient traditions of worship and sacrifice have been preserved. I always try to help those in need. We must help bring about the changes the gods are constantly working in the world. I hope to one day rise to the top of my faith's religious hierarchy. I trust that my deity will guide my actions. I seek to prove myself worthy of my God's favor by matching my actions against his or her teachings.
He does badly want to be president. So I don't know. I hope to one day rise to the top of my faith's religious hierarchy.
Yeah.
He wants power.
He does. Where is it? Yep. He really does. And the thing is, I don't trust anybody that is that intent on becoming president that they will do and say anything that they have to get there. I don't trust that. Okay. And I know there's going to be people like, if you don't like it here, leave. No, that's not how this works. We're allowed to disagree with people. That's how it works. I would die to recover an ancient relic of my faith. I will someday get revenge on the corrupt temple hierarchy who branded me a heretic.
Meaning,
what?
Meaning potentially the folks who believe in democratic governance, allegedly.
Yeah.
The corrupt temple hierarchies, quote unquote.
Yeah. I owe my life to the priest who took me in when my parents died. Everything I do is for the common people. I will do anything to protect the temple where I served. Yeah. I seek to preserve a sacred text that my enemies consider heretical and seek to destroy.
Trumpism.
All right. And flaws. I judge others harshly and myself even more severely. No. I put too much trust in those who wield power within my temple's hierarchy. Yes. My piety sometimes leads me to blindly trust those. No. I am inflexible in my thinking. Yes. I am suspicious of strangers and expect the worst of them. Yes. Once I pick a goal, I become obsessed with it to the detriment of everything else in my life. Yes.
Oh, which one hurts more?
I think the one about picking a goal, that he's doing it to the detriment of everything else in his life. I mean, honestly and truly, if you are truly of the Christian faith or any type of faith, the one thing that I've noticed in all the faiths that I know about is that you're supposed to do for others.
Mm.
It doesn't mean that you forget about yourself, but it also means that you yourself are not more important than the next person next to you. That's what I gathered reading them, but then again, who am I but a mere mortal? All right, let's get this guy some equipment. Now let's put him in a fight.
He needs some armor.
Yeah, he does. Because he's going to go right into a battle. All right, so... Okay, so that smoldering armor is back, and now there's one called cast-off armor. You can doff this armor as an action. That's interesting.
Padded, studded leather.
Yep. They're all light.
Yep. Let's go with studded leather.
Studded leather? Do you want the cast-off studded leather, the smoldering studded leather, or just studded leather?
It's probably going to be easier for him to be found if he's in smoldering studded leather. They just follow the smell of smoke or whatever.
It doesn't have a smell. It has a smoke that, emanates from it. It makes you look cool. It makes you look hip, like you're one of the kids. Do you want him to have a weapon of any type?
I think he's got a quarterstaff. I think. Let's see.
Yeah, we can add a quarterstaff.
Yeah, this is a spellcasting focus. Probably 2. Come on. What all does he get? Oh, he gets a light crossbow and 20 bolts.
Okay, I'll give him a light
He gets an
crossbow.
arcane focus. A scholar's pack or a dungeoneer's pack. And then leather armor, any simple weapon, and 2 daggers.
Okay. And 2 daggers. Okay. All right. So he's got a quarterstaff and he's got the 2 daggers. And a light crossbow. All right. He's weaponed up. Let's see what he looks like. I'm excited. Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay, hopefully I'm not this angry for next week's guy, who's Ted Cruz. So we'll be doing a live build a week from today on Ted Cruz, live from Mexico. And on Sunday, I'll be doing a live build of Jacob Zuma. All right, let's see what we've got here. Okay. So we maxed his charisma like we wanted to, and we got the constitution up there pretty high. Not too bad-ish. +9 for deception. +9 for persuasion.
Spreading the word of Trumpism.
Yeah. His armor class, I mean, for a warlock, that's actually decent. They are very squishy. They are very squishy.
Hexblades can get a little tankier.
Okay, so you were saying with his spells, it's 8 plus his modifier, which is 5, so that's 13, plus his proficiency bonus for 17. Yeah, wow. Thank you for that. Okay, so he's got his cantrips.
They're all damaging.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have Eldritch Blast.
No, he doesn't.
Probably ought to have Eldritch Blast if he's got that agonizing blast thingy. Oh well.
Yeah. Okay, so with warlocks, all right, maybe help me understand this. With warlocks, it doesn't look like they have a crap ton of spells.
They don't. Their spellcasting they're essentially half casters, kind of like paladins, except they've got a very small number of spell slots, but they recharge on a short rest instead of a long rest.
Okay.
They also get their invocations, which they can use sometimes on a short or a long rest as well. Sometimes they're unlimited, which are pretty powerful. It's a function of their having made a pact with some sort of powerful being. In Hawley's case, the Great Old One, which is kind of like a Lovecraftian elder god.
Okay. All right. It also looks like some of these things. Okay, so false life he could do at will.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have the spell slots. Suggestion doesn't have the spell slot. So it looks like at fifth level with the polymorph. That's where we have the spell slots, but everything else he can kind of do at will.
We actually haven't picked his spells yet.
Oh, we haven't. Oh no, we didn't. Oh, I forgot about his spells. I was like, who would want to play a warlock? I
They
forgot a
do have
spell.
a limited number of spells known,
Okay.
compared to a wizard or a cleric even. But
Oops.
yeah.
So I'll apologize for that point. I forgot to. Okay, so we get 4 cantrips and 11 known spells.
Let's put Eldritch Blast in there,
Okay,
because we
definitely.
probably ought to.
Okay. So, Eldritch Blast. Actually, let me just open these all up.
Hey.
Okay, Eldritch Blast.
Prestidigitation.
Okay. Done. What about Thunderclap?
Thunderclap, sure.
Okay, and then one more cantrip.
Mage Hand or Minor Illusion.
Okay, hold on. We can do Mage Hand. Minor Illusion just is kind of like, eh. Alright, here we go. 11 spells.
Dissonant Whispers is pretty good.
Okay.
Hex is great.
Alright.
He's certainly giving himself some insulation here, some protection from good. Like protection from evil and good.
Yeah.
It's a decent defensive spell. Darkness, he's got the Devil's Sight thing. So with the Devil's Sight thing, he can cast Darkness.
Right.
And like he can like cast it on himself, so he can stay in darkness but take pot shots at people, and people attacking him would be at disadvantage.
Okay.
Because they can't see him.
Okay. I forgot Minor Illusion is where he could also make it look like he's in a. It's what you said, he could be a murdering Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
They think, yeah, I forgot about that. Okay.
Invisibility. Misty Step.
Okay.
Hush. Quiet. Jesus. The dog. Sorry. More. Convincing people that there are enemies all around them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cast Fear, that's probably another good one.
Yeah.
Ow! Jesus. You're starting to annoy me. Black Tentacles.
Okay.
Let's get some. Hello. Shadow of Moil.
Okay.
What else? Look at some fifths. Oh, Hold Monster is a great one.
Yep.
How many left?
Gotta go all the way back up. Hold on. That's it. You got 11.
That's it?
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Now let's take a look at this son of a Gunther. This player that we created for ourselves.
He can also switch spells. He can switch one spell out every time he gains a level.
Okay.
So there's that at least.
Yeah, I like our second DM for the dragon, where she's just like, you know what? If you take a long rest, do whatever you want with your spells. It's like, oh, thank you for that. I appreciate
I'm like,
that.
I'm a bard. I have these spells known. She's like, just don't do it in the middle of combat.
Right. Okay, so wow, these are quite a few cantrips. Now I see why you would play a warlock. Okay, so
Tome Lock gets some extra cantrips. Yep.
Okay, so all right, so like here at second level where it says use suggestion, but where the spell slots is packed for it's for fifth level. So does that mean at second level I can use suggestion as frequently as I want?
I believe the Yuan-Ti Pure Blood can cast that.
Oh, nope, you can only use it once.
Once per long rest, I think.
Yeah, okay. All right, so fifth level. Wow, we got a lot. And then sixth level, mass suggestion. Yeah, you can only use it once per long rest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then at fifth level, you only have 3 slots. But you do have quite a few cantrips that are pretty good.
A lot of different damage dealers.
Yeah. Okay.
Eldritch Blast is probably the star of the show.
Yeah.
But
with this one, he actually could do some damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he could do some damage.
He's a backline caster, though, so he's got to hide behind the paladin or the fighter.
Right. He definitely cannot be going in first. He definitely
Which makes
cannot.
sense for the sniveling little weasel that is Josh Hawley.
Yeah, yes. I know. Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will do Ted Cruz next week. I will be nicer, I think. Or at least I will try to be nicer next week. Again, it's D&D. Make your characters however you want to make your characters. Play with them however you want to play with them. We just like turning politicians and heads of state into stately D&D characters. So that's our bit of fun. Hope you enjoyed it. And we will see you next time on Sunday. All right.